everybody. Welcome to White Noise. I am your new host, Ford, the artist formerly known as Ethan. And with me tonight are my good friends, Nick, also known as Boner Slayer 9000.
That's me.
And Noah, also known as 5'4 Commando.
I like it.
So this is the White Noise podcast.
This is the White Noise.
The official
White Noise.
2.0.
Yeah, I guess revamped.
I'm going to move my mic away a little bit away from me because I'm a little hot. But yeah. This is White Noise. We are White Noise. But just a little change up of the cast. Because Aaron and AJ hate me.
I mean,
Fake friends.
They're never gonna fucking listen to this. So, but no.
I want to meet them one day.
Have you never met?
Never met.
I know you've never met AJ because he lives in Texas.
I want to meet
Fair.
AJ.
But you've never met my friend Aaron?
Not in person.
Oh, damn.
I met them that one night on Discord,
Oh, okay.
and they were like, "Oh, that Nick,
That Nick.
the Boner Slayer 9000."
I still think it's funny that I got close to Ethan and then realized that I had known Aaron a lot longer than Ethan. I just didn't realize it.
You see, that's
Yeah.
funny. I love hearing about that because you guys are or at least in the Mississippi state area. I'm just from Pensacola, so it's like me coming here 4 years ago, meeting you guys new.
Do you have any Florida stories?
I don't think so. Not specifically of the state, at least not of my own.
Have you seen the thing though where
I have personal stories from elsewhere.
Have you seen the thing though where like there's a thing where you take your birthday and then just put in Florida
Yes, I
and,
have seen
and
that.
see what it does?
I got to do that right now. I remember my birthday
that.
had a really good one.
I've done that before. I don't remember what mine was, though.
I still think my favorite one I've ever seen was the guy who held up was it a Wendy's or something with an alligator? Like
Yeah.
he pulls up
Yes.
to the window, they open it, he just throws it in.
You look up, like, Florida man in your birthday.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was Florida man gets stuck in like doggy door trying to break back into his house for some reason, and his wife kills him, or at least leaves him there stranded, and he like suffocates. Or the one where he keeps like a methed up gator as a pet, and he has to they detain the pet because it's a fucking
found
wild
mine.
alligator.
I found mine.
This is my favorite thing. It has my birthday, and then I have the options of 2002, 2003, 2004, 2007.
I just looked up the date, like the month and day.
Month and day.
I did too, and it's giving me options.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to click on a specific year yet. I kind of want to see what mine for February 4th. Doxing my birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Pinellas Park. Just going to Pinellas Park, Florida.
Nick, since you're Floridian, you can go first.
A Pinellas Park man enraged that someone touched his cigar, attacked his pregnant sister, and bit the police officer who was arresting him.
That's not that good.
Bit him.
Wait.
Okay. It's just a cigar. Like touched? Like
Mine is from Jacksonville, July 29th, 2018.
that's a fucked up place.
A man makes a beer run in Florida convenience store carrying a live gator with its mouth taped shut.
Well, I've got two.
Mouth taped shut.
he had a tape
At
shut.
least he had him muzzled. He was safe.
Yeah.
I have two, and neither of them are.
It's always gator though.
A Florida man
Gator?
sneaked into a school and tried to videotape the students in the toilet cubicle.
Oh,
No, that's awful.
like
Hang
that's
on.
not even
That's-
like
that's-
Florida
and
man funny. That's
The
just
other one
fucked
is
up.
Florida man arrested after throwing pumpkin at girlfriend.
Okay, that's funny.
That's-
Sounds like something your neighbors would do.
I'm gonna do
Don't even get me started on that.
birthday fun facts. Get out.
Hey, you call the cops on him 5 times, the man gets arrested, and then he shuts up.
Nice.
Does this one show?
Nudes?
Yeah, I want to see some hot white trash wang.
Hot Florida dick. I want some swamp dick.
I want to do Florida night funkin'.
Florida night. What?
Funkin'.
It's like a Friday night funkin', I think.
Telefunkin'?
Yeah.
I got a Florida woman.
No, can you do that right? Read that one first.
All the headline says is 2 years after sex toy fight with twin sister.
Oh, like anniversary?
Like a double-sided dildo accident?
I don't know. It said 2 years later.
That's the picture. Ooh,
She is
that's a twin.
I think if identical twins use a double-sided dildo, that's called a Chinese finger trap.
Chinese Florida trap. Oh, you said Florida whatever.
Floridian finger trap.
There you go.
Yeah, Floridian finger trap.
It's so stupid. What if they do it in their butthole?
Oh
Would
my
it be,
gosh.
Chinese.
You ready for this?
Finger crap.
You ready for this?
I've forgotten along the way.
Boo.
This is her name.
Poo.
Heidi Creamer won her spot in Florida man's Twitter feed.
Creamer?
When she was arrested December 2014 after the cops said she got into a fight with her twin sister over a man and a sex toy.
Oh my God.
And a sex toy. Interesting.
That's amazing. I was going to say something.
I think I found a good one.
Oh, no. I was going to say to anybody listening, wondering, that was a joke. Aaron, AJ, and I are still friends. We still talk. We still hang out. They just didn't feel like doing the podcast anymore.
I know I just did it before asking, but how do you feel about burps in the mic?
One.
You've never listened to the podcast, have you?
No, actually, no. I haven't listened to anything recent.
A running trend in the podcast was when Noah would listen to the podcast, he would count how many times I burped in that podcast.
But there would be times when I wouldn't listen to an episode for like a month, and just randomly in the group chat, I would just send 1, 2.
And we would know that, oh, he's listening to the podcast.
Nice. Yeah, well, there's my one.
You're Juan?
Do I need a sheet of paper to?
It keeps pulling up
keep
my...
tabs?
Here, I'll do 2008. That was a good year for me.
2008.
I've got
It's
that.
like the Krillin
boom,
counter.
boom, boom. Florida man hit dad in the face with... Okay, here's from 2019, I think.
The question is, how much will you pay me to get peed on?
The headline
You're going to go
states-
far in this business.
The headline states, Florida man hit dad in face with pizza after learning he helped deliver him. Like as a baby?
La baby?
Florida man found out his father helped him deliver him when he was born, inexplicably smashed hot pizza in the older man's face upon learning the news. Why?
What?
What?
You found out your dad assisted with your birth?
Yeah.
And so you were like, nah, fuck that.
You fucking
You ready?
Heisenberg him?
Florida man arrested
Breaking Bad.
after posing as love rival to post fresh meth tonight ad online offering casual sex to strangers. Several men responded, showing up nude.
Fresh meth tonight.
He didn't specify, so.
This is ASMR with the white noise.
No, it's fucking not. Shut your mouth.
We're gonna do some more of this.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Next time you have to burp, get it as close as you possibly can.
Oh, I'm gonna peek the mic. If
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna pee on the mic.
If we tag the shark, I'm gonna nut.
Dude, next time I'm
gonna go nuts.
Next time I burp, I'm gonna piss on this mic.
Coming up,
You have to give your partner a sweet anal kiss.
Florida man pisses on friend's mic during podcast.
Florida man. You are a Florida man.
Technically, barely. I'd say Pensacola is barely. It's on the Panhandle, and it's even like on the left-hand side. Of
I
the
would
Panhandle.
say
It's its own
Alabama,
area.
Alabama too.
Your brother's a Florida man.
Oh, my brother is absolutely a Florida man. Yeah.
I don't know if Aaliyah has told you that I saw a picture of your brother with his shirt on and I didn't recognize him because he had his shirt on.
Yeah. I would say definitely the majority.
Mans doesn't wear shirts. I've never met him. I've just seen him like videos that you've shown me.
Videos and pictures. Yeah.
Your and your sister's Snapchat story, and then like stuff that you've just sent me, like while you guys are home. I've never seen him with a shirt on.
Yeah. 70% of the time, he lives without a shirt on. And then maybe 50% of the time, no shirt, no pants. And another 30, no underwear. He just does not care. No shame.
I feel like that's the equivalent of me when I cut my hair. Because,
What do you mean?
I mean,
Like nobody recognizes you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the thing is at work is I know it's time for me to cut my hair if someone if I'm walking down a hallway and someone calls me by my boss's name.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's going to happen to you too now.
Okay, I get misgendered all the time.
Yeah. But it's just
Did that spike up when you shaved your face as well?
Oh God,
oh my gosh.
Because that
dude.
was
That was
at
a
the site.
that was a dark time.
I still love that.
It was a good experiment, though.
I looked like an ugly lesbian.
You lost your chin, like in your
It
jaw.
disappeared. It disappeared into my neck.
The time I came and stayed with you at your dorm and I convinced you to shave.
That wasn't as bad because one, I was a little bit. I didn't have as much face girth,
You also had like short hair then.
and I had shorter hair. It was like down to my ears, maybe. Now it's like down to my shoulders.
Yeah.
So it's way worse.
I saw a memory of when we were all. It was a bunch of us in a car. I think like 6 of us in a car, and we were going like cookout or something like that. And it was a video of I think Bradley, Aaron, and me in the backseat. We're singing to like some fucking
That's a picture of
meme
me
song.
when I shaved.
That's it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Before.
Your hair in the video that I'm thinking of was shorter than that.
Yeah.
It was like my length.
Yeah.
And you look like a completely different person.
That was like when we first met.
yeah.
That was like,
Yeah. I met you like that.
Oh, Ethan, when I first met him.
oh God. So it's weird. You talked about it being like a weird coincidence that you got to know Aaron through me and then
Yeah.
found out that you knew him beforehand. Us meeting in Hattiesburg was also kind of a coincidence.
Who, me and you?
Yeah.
I knew you. We had talked about the fact that I was at Cary for like a little while.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
No, I think I was still dating her when I brought up that I was looking there.
I think you said you were looking at Cary. I think I kind of knew that you were living in Hattiesburg, but I didn't know where you were going. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were going to USM or going to Cary. And then I showed up in Cary, and not only were you going to Cary, you were also a history major.
Yeah.
So we like,
That's right. I think when I met you, even were you still a history major then?
Yeah, I've been a history major since I got to Cary.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was funny because you were a history major who was also involved in the music program.
Yeah, it
It
was
seems to be a lot.
it was
of
it was
those
it was
at
one of
Cary.
those things where like all my time was in the music program, but that was also because when I went to my community college, my original plan when I got out of high school was physical therapy. Then when I went through physical therapy, I was like, "No, I'm good. I
Also
don't.
fair.
I do not wish to put this pain on anyone else." So then I was going to do music. The band director / person over the entire music department at the community college.
Essentially the dean, maybe.
Yeah, basically. Ruined the whole thing for me. Like, I
awful.
had every like intention of going through it, and then I realized that she taught the last class you needed. Could not do it. So I completely changed my major, and then got to Cary, started doing history because I was already like so far into it. It's like I enjoy this. I would rather do music, but I'm too far into it. And so I just basically stuck around the music department.
Yeah.
There you go.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Almost the same exact thing that happened to
Yeah.
me, except my freshman year at Cary, I got involved in the music department, like getting into choirs and different vocal ensembles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is cool. I enjoy doing this. I've met a lot of cool people in the music department. Like I haven't really met people through the history department at all. It's not really, the history department is like just class.
Yeah, you
So
don't you don't tend to spend time outside of class with
Yeah. Whereas with the music department, you're in music classes, but you're also in like ensembles.
Yeah.
So the people that you meet in the music department are the people that have similar like degree programs than you.
It's something about-
You end
have
up
an
spending a
entire
ton
week
of time with
band
them.
camp,
Yeah,
and
it's something about
every
the, like,
Tuesday, Thursday
the
morning.
ensemble
Yeah.
stuff and the musical playing, the performances especially. You
Yeah.
get intimately close really quickly.
Yeah.
And so you meet like a lot of friends.
You go, if
in the
you're
music
like
department.
in chorale or spirit, you go on tour.
Yes.
You're
In worship choir and worship band, you get like I met choir kids that I had never met before because even in the music program or music school of music, instrumentalists and
Frodo, what you doing?
vocalists are pretty separate. It's like
Yeah.
two worlds within one larger galaxy.
Even
And then on
you
stuff
can
like that, I
divide it.
meet.
You can divide it even further because like at where we go at Cary, you have like the vocal department, and then you have like
instrumentalists.
no, not even that. Then you have like band kids, and then you have orchestra kids.
Oh yeah.
That's
because
true.
instrumentalists then split even further.
Because like you don't have like string players. None of them are in, or like most of them only play string instruments, so they're not in
Yeah.
band at all. So they're only in orchestra.
You can even go as far as taking band kids and splitting them up by each section. Because even when you get into nitty gritty, low brass and brass in general
Yeah.
separates far from the woodwinds usually, especially like higher woodwinds.
Especially, yeah. And then you have that further like woodwinds.
And percussion's their own family. Like they're just like they hang out.
Yeah, like
They come.
I think that's
funny.
no matter what. That's in high school, college,
Yeah,
everything.
that's a universal experience for musicians.
you can
I would
divide
say.
it like into little cliques.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything. But I've made friends in pretty much every single department
Yeah.
in the music. Well,
Band is pretty much divided into woodwinds, brass, percussion,
yeah.
and then backline. Because
like front ensemble.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. If you're talking about like
see,
marching,
I think backline because that's where they are.
that's what we have. Yeah, front ensemble versus backline. That's like
Hey,
same
Noah.
thing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Mic discipline is
Yeah, not all of us have a stand that just sticks it in our face.
He literally talked about that.
I talked about
when he
that.
walked in.
Yeah, I was like, man, it sucks that I only have one mic stand. I used to have two.
I was gonna say, didn't you have? You had a couple. I thought I had like 4 because like, or I
Well-
guess 3. No, Bradley had one. So I thought you had 3.
Bradley had one.
Yeah,
I was using my desk stand.
right. Mike discipline.
We were using this, and I was borrowing one from Connor.
Oh, Connor. Who?
I don't remember his last name.
Hmm.
Connor. I'm not going to drop his last name on the podcast, but
Oh, that's fair. Never mind. Did we know? That
Oh,
Connor? The one,
gotcha.
The one that
Yeah,
left?
hey, trombone.
Trombone. Yeah.
trombone tech.
Oh, I love Connor. I miss Connor. I think about him a lot now because of the of Evidence, another music group that we're doing. Like WGI wins competing small group that I'm in. He was in that
yeah.
2 years ago
But
before COVID and all that.
yeah, I borrowed a stand from him. So now I need to get a couple more mic stands.
Fair.
I mean, you can always talk to Andrew,
Ooh, I can talk to Andrew.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
especially since he has an actual job there now.
yes.
Actual job. His office is coming together.
Yeah, he sent me a
wonder if he'll let
Snapchat
me-
the other day if he's using his office time to actually make music.
Dude,
Brilliant.
I'm
Love it.
I wonder if I can get him, like, convince him to let me just steal some old stands.
Yeah,
Probably.
without a
Yeah.
doubt.
All right, bet. I'm gonna do that.
Message him right now.
I am.
You should be like, hey, you want to be on a podcast?
You want to be on a podcast?
Want to be on a podcast?
You want to be on a podcast and critique everything about my audio setup?
There you go. He can critique our mic discipline.
Yeah,
He can mix for you.
he'll probably be like,
live.
your gain
If
is
you
way
think
too high
about it, he could probably get us a room at Cary.
to record in. That would be
Oh
hilarious.
Yes.
yeah, it would especially help if we had what's the thing called the not the
mixer?
Tuscan studios. Like there's like a thing that they're trying to build a whole recording studio. And they're like raising money for it.
Dr. Gamble's thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Started before he left.
Yeah.
We have like a couple thousand for it now, or a couple, like tens of thousands for it. It'd be cool if we had that like for this.
There's a
Stuff
lot of
like that.
things that they need to fix.
Yes, we could leave it there. There's a lot.
Sorry, I'm texting Andrew about mic stands.
Do you think?
There's
A lot about Cary in general.
Yeah.
About
I was on
like
the
faculty,
I was on the
staff.
SGA for my first year.
Oh, that's a whole world I don't even know about.
Yeah. It's very hard to get things done because you have to vote on it, you have to get it passed, and you basically have to get it passed in the SGA. Then you got to get it to like one person to bring it forward to them.
SGA is Student Government Association.
Steuven.
It's bullshit.
I was just letting the listeners who aren't in the collegiate world know what the fuck we're talking
Stinky
about.
gas. And
It's a
ass?
cult in
Question mark?
itself.
Yeah. I mean, dude, let's be real. Every single, and I feel like this is every college, every single like extracurricular group or student body association or fraternity / sorority, they're all their own little cult.
I still love the fact that I came to Cary immediately just assuming like all my high school friends, Southern. I mean, I just assumed I was going to be with them.
Nope.
I was for a while, and it's just like for the first like I think it was like 4 or 5 months of Cary, I was like basically at the cottages and brewskis and all that.
Yep.
And then it's just like one weekend I was just like,
That was my freshman year.
yeah, it's just like one weekend I was just like,
House parties at the cottages, brewskis.
yeah.
Yeah. Brewskis until last call, then go to a house party at the cottages for an after party. Stay out till 5 a.m.
My favorite one was we started at the cottages at a friend's house, ended up at another house party towards the front gate of the cottages.
Yeah.
I don't remember very much of that.
I
then I woke up.
I've been to a house party near the front gate of the cottages.
And then I woke up on the floor at a friend's, like back at the one we started at, and then realized that we had gone to Brewski's. And
nice.
3.
It's a twofer. That's 4. That second one.
Yeah, you did one already.
Mhm.
Then you just did 2. That's 3.
I did 2, but then I did one in between the first and these 2 that you didn't notice.
Okay, gotcha. So 4.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, and then looked at my bank account the next day and realized that I apparently decided to buy shots for the groups.
Oh,
Yikes.
Yeah.
that's always fun.
Yeah, see, the fun thing was, though, the good thing was, it was when I first moved in to my apartment, so the first month was already paid for.
That's good.
So my first 2 checks went to me.
Mm.
Thank God.
Yeah.
What is it? I think a shot at Brewski's was like $7 or $8 a piece.
Ugh.
Jeez.
How big was the group?
What kind of
It
shots?
was like 4 or 5 people.
Okay.
See,
still pretty bad.
what kind of shots
actually.
are $7 or $8?
But yeah, my tab was like over $280.
Fuck.
And we had pre-gamed
I'm good.
before.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm
See,
I'm good just buying like a bottle of rum
see,
for my
no,
house.
I
and
did it. I did it
partner
smart.
with my family
And
my
most
friends.
of the times when I went to Brewski's, it was on Tuesday nights, which are 50-cent wells.
Ooh,
So I got smashed for $5.
that's good.
Oh yeah, no, I was never 21 when I went to Brewski's.
Yeah, I did the thing where I hit 21 and then started drinking less.
Yeah, no,
But that's also because I did a lot of drinking before then.
I hit 20 or like 19 and started drinking less.
It got bad
so
my
funny.
senior year.
It got bad my freshman year of college.
Senior year for me.
Don't let my mom listen to this episode.
I don't think it ever got bad for me. Luckily, I've always been a moderate drinker. I've had 1 or 2 times when I've been like, ugh. Still not hungover though. I've never had a hangover.
What?
Luckily, yeah. Not like a true state of like.
You want to change that right now?
Here, I'll tell you this. I've never thrown
Drunk
up drinking
podcast?
either.
What?
Yeah, no. I've
never-
iron
You've
stomach.
You've never puked drinking?
Never puked drinking. I rarely puke at all.
I've puked
We need to
twice.
feed this man alcohol.
I've puked twice.
Yeah, we
from
need a
drinking.
day when I don't have something in the morning and I have.
You
just
got
like a
anything
free
in the
day.
morning?
I do. Evans camp still. Last day, and then I have work Saturday. So
You can miss.
But no,
I don't think
It'll
so.
be
we need
okay.
we need to find a day when we're all not doing anything. We can do a drunk podcast.
Yeah.
We could do that the day that both of us are taking off for.
For day one raid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
What is
'cause-
that date? I'll see if I can fit it in.
Don't know yet.
Okay. Well,
So
never mind.
February
okay.
22nd is when the new expansion comes out,
Yeah.
and then it's usually a week after
okay.
that.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
this is for Destiny 2.
Yeah.
On the day that they release a new raid, there's always a race to see what clan can complete the raid first. And we're gonna take off work. Noah and I are gonna take off work that day and watch and like pull up as many streams as we can in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a TV with my Xbox. I can bring another TV with my PlayStation, laptop, phone, this TV,
I already have 4 screens
Yeah.
in here right now.
so
Good God.
and we
Yeah.
can watch different clans doing it, and we got to watch Brown too.
We got to watch, Brown and
we can pull.
Bad Rattle.
Is he gonna stream or is he gonna put it on Discord?
He'll probably be streaming it.
Okay,
The amount of power that's going to draw.
Yeah,
So funny to me.
not my problem.
Also true.
it's mine.
You got it. You know what you're doing.
It'll be aight.
But yeah. Yeah. Hopefully.
The amount of
you said
internet
a week
that's gonna
after
draw.
that. Yeah. There you
It's
go.
gonna be
The amount of
true.
bandwidth.
That's fine. Do you have unlimited?
Yeah,
Okay. I was about to say you need it.
but
That's good.
But no, yeah, we did a raid in Destiny 2
Last night.
last night. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
That was your first time doing Deep Stone Crypt.
It was.
How'd you like it?
I really loved it. I want to do it a lot more now because I want to get the full set.
The set of armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything besides legs the entire time.
Oh damn.
Every encounter I got a set of legs.
I think I got the helmet. I got the robes. I got gloves. Get fucked.
I have 1K.
Me.
on my first completion.
Me.
I've played base game D2.
I think we talked about that at one point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was like coming to Game Pass or something.
Yeah.
Like all the expansions. I think
So
it's on Game Pass now.
It's on Game Pass now,
getting
but it's
taken
about
off.
to be taken off. Yeah.
Of course it is.
And then Forsaken's going bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the campaign.
Yeah.
Are they getting rid of? They're not getting rid of the Dreaming City.
That's the only part staying.
Yeah. Good.
Anything else attached to...
They're getting rid of the Tangled Shore.
No more Presage.
Yeah. As long as Dreaming City stays and Last Wish stays, I'm happy.
Oh, yeah. I think that'll stay because that's their best...
Well, the Dreaming City is the best location that they've ever made, and the Last Wish is one of the
That's a
greatest
soft
raids of all time.
So,
smells.
Last Wish raid, the day one, took them 19 hours.
The fastest
I'm sorry,
team
what?
The fastest team to complete the day one raid took 19 hours.
for Last Wish.
Ew.
Yeah.
I assume they did that straight?
Yes.
Yep.
Gross.
One encounter took
Ew.
them, I think, 9 hours.
Which one was that?
The vault.
Like
Vault, yeah.
run through?
The people who got the day one raid completion, it took them 9 hours, and they didn't understand it. They actually forced their way through it. They just guessed.
Yeah. They kind of got it just by random because it's a super complicated cipher, essentially.
Okay.
I kill ads.
It's a very complicated cipher.
I know my role.
I point and shoot.
that you have to figure out, and it's essentially decoding and putting in a password to open up a door.
Yeah.
Is the entire encounter, and it's hella confusing.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's ridiculous.
And essentially, what happened is
To get lucky.
for the longest time,
It took 9
and
hours. I'm not
even-
sure that's lucky.
even the people who figured out how to do it, they didn't actually understand the code.
they just knew like the
They figured out like cause and effect, like, oh, this is this and this is this. If this happens, I need to do this. And they get through. And I understood it that way as well, but it wasn't until recently that Brown explained to me the actual code of how it works. And I was like, oh shit, that's how it works.
My favorite thing, though, that's come out of that is the guy who, Sweat.
Yeah, Sweatsicle.
Yeah, the guy he was part of the day one raid. He's got, also, if you get a day one raid, you get a belt, like an actual WWE style belt.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
cour
big fucking belt with
Yeah.
like the Destiny raid logo of like the skull.
And it's got your
Badass.
clan name and your team's name on it.
like you're not Titan or whatever. That's a class. What are they called? Like the actual Destiny characters?
Guardian?
Guardian. Yeah, your Guardian. So your Guardian actually wears that?
No, this
it's
is an actual
real
WWE
belt that they
belt.
mail to
physical
you.
belt.
Yes.
What the fuck? That's awesome.
No, you get an actual piece of merch.
Yeah, for each raid, there's only 6 of them in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
and it says like what raid it is. It says the date that you completed it.
Yeah, and Redeem, the one that Sweat's on, has 4 of them.
Yeah. Redeem kind of rock
Yeah.
shit when it comes to
They've got, what is it,
day one raids.
They have Spire,
I don't remember.
Leviathan, Prestige, and I'm trying to think. And then Last Wish. I think that's the 3 that Sweat has. But anyway,
I think wasn't Redeem the one that did they didn't get a belt for it, but wasn't Redeem the one that did King's Fall?
that was math class.
That was math class.
Yes. Professor Brown, something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, but what I was saying was my favorite thing is he was part of the team that like was the day one completion. And what he likes to do is he takes people through the raid blind. He does not tell them anything. They have to figure it out themselves.
That's kind of fun.
To be honest, that is the best way to do it.
It is.
That's fair. I can see that.
But like if it gets to a certain point, he'll give like a hint. But they got to the vault, which is the one that they just kind of lucked out.
Yeah, like the brute force their ways.
And he was on Twitch talking about, he's like, yeah, I still don't get it to this day. And he was
even him.
he was watching the guy who had never done the raid before go through it, and the guy figured it out. And when he was explaining, he's like, so I do this to get this, and then this happens. And when he was explaining it, you could just see he was just like, that's how it's done.
Yes. The random that Sweat brought in figured it out like immediately.
And that's when it clicked for that's
It took them 9
fucking
hours, and I'm
hilarious.
pretty sure that the guy who he brought in figured it out in like 45 minutes.
Wasn't it
What
even
the
wasn't it even a
fuck?
guy that doesn't normally play Destiny? Like it wasn't a Destiny player?
No.
Yeah.
just some random
I
guy.
want,
He's like,
I want to say it was
"Hey,
a Halo
cool."
player.
Yeah. It was like another streamer, wasn't it? That was friends with Sweat.
Maybe.
I don't quite remember.
readjusting the mic. My hand
Yeah.
fell
Oh
asleep.
yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. I've been moving my hands back and forth.
You should get a mic stand to hold your mic for you, idiots. To be honest, the only reason I did have the mic stand set up over there, the only reason that I put it over here is so that I would have my friends free to use the mouse and keyboard if I needed to.
I figured.
You grubby little friends.
Dancing phalanges.
That's okay though. I kind of like the effect of holding it.
You want to feel the girth
Yeah.
in your.
I want to wrap my fingers around the shaft of the mic.
You fucking
The
get
mic,
it.
by the mic, not.
That's how I just like the fist grip.
Yeah.
That's how I hold mics when I'm performing, so that my hands don't shake.
Oh, good point.
I grip the microphone as hard as I fucking can.
Yeah, and when he hands the mic back, you can see like the little indentions.
Oh yeah, he's like he's squeezed like his knuckles into it.
And there's a little cum stain on it too.
It's who is it?
How
I had to relieve the stress somehow. Yep.
Achievement
while
Hunter.
performing.
Achievement Hunter Alfredo and Trevor, they have their own podcast called Red Web.
Yeah.
They did one on location, and it's the most haunted.
Wait,
Like-
Trevor.
Yeah,
Game Kids Trevor?
yeah.
Yes. Fucking one of the best podcasts that I've seen ever.
That was the best episode of Off Topic.
I
Agreed.
watch him on the daily.
Who? Ray Narvaez Jr.
Yes, I
Yes,
watch
me
watch
too.
him on the daily.
I bought a jacket from Frame Rate Merch. Shameless plug, I guess. I don't fucking care.
It's not,
I read-
it's not a plug. It's for somebody else's
I
merch.
read-
I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Did you see the card sleeves he
Advertisement,
had?
free ad.
Did you see the card sleeves he had for a while?
Yeah. Wait.
The one of his face. Like, it was
Oh!
the close up of his face.
Yeah. Brown W. That's like his
Yeah.
emo. It's just like
I
his-
wanted it so bad. I don't even have cards to put them on.
Me neither.
And I was like, I
Well,
had
now
them-
I have one because when you buy something off their store, they send you one with the purchase. Yeah, so I have like a sticker, I think.
Sticker.
And a card sleeve and the month's trading card. And it's like a little snowman
But
of
yeah,
him.
I
it's
had
Christmas.
it in my cart with like two other things, and then that because I was just like, I don't want to be that guy who only gets these. And then they were out of stock. I was like, okay, I'm not getting anything.
Oh, yeah.
I just haven't gone back to look yet.
That's
6?
so sad.
I lost count.
That is 6.
Those 6.
That was my first Ralph.
You're a shit burp counter, man.
Well,
I'm sorry. I just know your burps.
You can probably count them. Yeah.
You're tuned into my frequency.
I am. I've known you long enough.
What's the frequency?
93.5. Fuck. Hard rock.
Hard cock.
Yeet.
106.9. The sex station.
Yeah, I think the last merch thing I've bought from anyone, I think, was Critical Role. I think it was the dice.
Fair.
Crit roll.
Yeah,
Use code crit roll.
I think it was the dice. I need to get the next set.
I've been watching campaign 1.
I started
Nice.
campaign 1 when campaign 3 started because we watched the first episode over here and I was like, I gotta catch up.
I think
Fell
I'm
off,
on,
of course, but I'm gonna pick it back up
A lot
soon.
of catching up.
I think
I
I'm
know.
on
It's
episode
150 episodes for the first campaign, and they started in the middle of it when they started recording. So I'll do my best.
I think
Probably watch it idly while driving or something.
yeah, I've off and on, like I'll watch a few episodes like 1 week and then not touch it for a while.
Yeah.
But off and on I've been watching campaign 1 for like a year or two now.
Yeah,
And I'm on episode 58, 59.
You're only on.
I could listen. I listen to
Each
them.
episode is 3 to 4 hours.
I know. That's why I'm like, fuck.
See,
man.
I listen to them while I'm at work,
That's
and so
perfect.
it's like I could get like 2.5 out of a way each day.
That's perfect. Like actually,
It was
like
great.
I've been doing that with Ray Narvaez Jr. He's with his mascot tournament. That's so funny. Those are usually
Syracuse.
like, yeah, fucking Syracuse. I've been,
fucking trees.
I'm actually on that one. It's when the fan voted back in.
gonna
So
go grab a drink.
it was their second time playing, and they were doing kind of good, and then they weren't. And it fucking sucks because the only fan voted team that to play.
I wonder
whatever,
why. The
come
Christmas
back.
trees.
Yeah, the not Scranton. The Stanford trees. Fucking.
Or was it Syracuse?
It was Stanford tree. Syracuse is the orange.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Otto. The Stanford trees
Oh no.
were the only ones to come back and then redeem themselves and like win their second time around. And that was cool. My favorite team, I think, of all time going through the gauntlet, or I guess favorite team that has won so far, is Georgia Tech, because Buck Bumble is really funny to me as a mascot. Second would be Big Red because of
Yeah.
Fucking
my YouTube
Big Red.
history is
WKU.
his Mario Party.
He's got I haven't been watching that,
It's a
but that's
highlight. One of the highlights he did.
Mhm.
Then it's Sweatsicle, and then it's Zanny. Zanny is one of my new favorite YouTubers.
I've been watching, I think I've watched all of his videos now because he hasn't made that many videos, but Martin Cedo Pants. I showed both of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Martin Cedo Pants.
Yeah, he there was a meme of his, just like one of his videos that I think you showed me. It was featured. I put that in the comments and like a couple of people liked it, and I was like, hell yeah. I scrolled through the comments, like half the people were saying boat.
I'm still mad that you showed me like Factorio and the other one, and he hasn't made any more videos.
The Factorio and the KSP.
The ending. I need it, and you showed it to me, and I'm not going to get it.
Complain to Martin, not to me.
I'm going to complain to you because you're the one who showed him.
Yeah, I watched them. I enjoyed them. I thought you would enjoy them too. So I showed them to you, and you did enjoy them.
I do agree with him on his Battlefield one, though, where you take the closest enemy spawn point.
Oh, yeah. It was his BF4 strats.
Yeah.
Just take the enemy. It's a legitimate strat.
It is.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that too. That sounds so fun.
So for real, it's a legit strat. If you have like a few people that can take the capture, like on Conquest.
Me and you.
You have a few people. You have like a squad or two that can take the point closest to the enemy's HQ, and then they're like, oh shit, they took the point closest to our HQ. So then they spawn at their HQ to try and run up on you.
Mm-hmm.
And that clears out the other points, and then your team can move up from like A or wherever they are. So it's a legit strategy. I've lost to it in Conquest, where it's like we'll be pushing forward, and it's like, oh shit, like we'll have 4 out of the 5 points, and then we lost the one closest to our HQ, and then we
lose.
And then a bunch of people are like, oh shit, well we got to go get that, so that they don't cap that one and then work their way back towards us.
Yeah, but for us it was just, hey, we've been drinking, we're playing Battlefield, let's get this one and just have fun. And then we held it the entire game.
That's crazy.
It was us two, and that was it.
That's badass.
And then you got deleted by that tank the other night.
You said it was Battlefield 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, we play Battlefield 1.
I played a little bit of that one.
Dude, I
fun.
want BF5 to be good.
I have it on Xbox.
Because
I have it on PC too.
Because I told you, I'm like a historical weapons freak. One of my favorite things about BF1 is using historical weapons. Like I see cool World War I weapons, like experimental weapons that were super the Martini Henry is pretty cool.
That's all I use.
But no, like the 1917 Burton LMR, the fucking gun with the 2 magazines that go in top and make a V, and your sight is through the 2 magazines.
Disgusting.
It's a fucking cool gun.
It's
so silly.
Disgusting. It is cursed.
It was designed. So it was designed actually as a gun to go on like biplanes.
Yeah, I figured.
And that's why it has the magazines on top, so that you don't have to like load a magazine from the bottom.
Same thing with the Lewis.
That's fair.
So no, the LMGs, a lot of the World War I LMGs are made to be loaded from the top, so that you can reload them, 1, while prone.
Yeah, okay.
And 2, they were meant to be worked by 2-man crews. So they're meant to be easy. You have one person who's all their job is just to aim and shoot. And you have another person, their job is to carry bags full of fucking ammo. And when the other guy runs out of ammo, you quickly reach over and you change the mag for him.
And our job is just to protect Bradley.
Oh, dude.
Did you hear about that? Did we tell you about Bradley?
We were playing
not our friend Bradley.
Not anybody we know. It was a random that we squatted up with in BF1.
So it's just like
for the first
him.
like however many games, it was just me and Ethan in a team.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ford, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better.
Ford F-150.
Fjord.
Fjord.
But yeah, it was just us on a squad, and then finally I was like, do you want to load in with someone else so we can actually have, like, if I'm dead, you don't have anywhere to spawn in? And so we join this guy's
Just
team.
a random squad.
He carried us to victory.
He
Well, you said random squad, or was it just one random?
it was a random squad. There was 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So we were just filling in.
But whoever his squad mates were, they weren't really sticking with him. One of them was in a plane the whole time.
yeah,
So
he was doing really well in that plane.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh.
I think he'd had like 5 or 6 deaths, but he only was in a plane, and that was it. And
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah. But then Bradley was on the ground. The first round that we played with him,
He was medic.
he was medic.
Hell yeah.
And the one time that I kept on spawning, that
Support
was the
characters
game
for the win.
that you were in an artillery truck.
Yeah.
And I kept on spawning on Bradley as a scout, and he was a medic, and he kept on reviving me. Like, he was the best medic, the most hardworking boy I'd ever seen.
That's how you have to play any
Dude,
medic in any game.
and then-
you have to sell out to it.
But then when we got to like the end, we won that round, and then we got to the scoreboard at the end. He was number 1 of the leaderboards with like 60 something kills.
And he had like less than, was it like 10 deaths?
Yeah, and
Bradley
I was
the medic?
Yeah, and
Yes.
I
What
was
the fuck?
and I was number
Yeah.
3 with like 30 something because he had kept me alive, and I was just getting so many
I mean,
kills.
I wasn't that far behind, but I was in a truck.
He was, you were in an artillery truck the entire time doing work. But
Yeah.
so then the round
I was out sniping
the
people with
round
truck.
after that, because that was the first round ever, almost like I think ever, that we've gotten top squad.
Yes.
And it was because of Bradley. Bradley carried us to top squad. And so
Our
then
Lord and Savior Bradley.
the next round, he picked assault. We were in the same squad.
right.
The next game, he picked assault.
I picked medic.
Noah
You
picked
picked-
medic, and I picked support. And we were literally this man's honor guard. We spawned on him every single time. We stayed with him. I gave him ammo. Noah revived him and gave him health if he ever died, which was rarely.
I threw myself in front of so many bullets saving this man.
And
That's hilarious.
we essentially played protect the president with Bradley.
So there's also, what was it, a sentry kit?
yeah.
And it's one of those things where once you run out of ammo, it's over, and you're not supposed to regenerate. Like all the other characters, like once you lose health, you regenerate.
Mhm.
So unless you have a medic following you, you're
So
shit out of luck.
with the class you just said.
With
you
the
can't-
sentry kit.
yeah,
It's
you
not a
can't.
class that you pick. It's something that you find on the
Oh.
map and pick up.
Gotcha. And
So
so
you
when you
get-
pick it up, you can't regen anymore.
You get bonus armor and you get a special gun. It's on that map. It's the double-barreled SMG.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
Oh my God, what?
It's 2 SMGs that have been bolted together, and you can only hit fire it.
And it's got the 2 magazines on the very top.
That's another gun that was designed to go in a plane.
That's fucking hilarious.
Shut up, you stupid bitch.
No, that's a cool fun fact.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So that's why it's 2 guns, because it's meant to be like, with 2 handles, and you
Yeah.
fire it
Yeah.
with solenoid paddles.
But
But essentially, you're just holding it, and you just fucking and hose the enemy.
So like the only thing I can compare it to, like in COD with like Juggernaut.
Yeah.
basically,
Very similar.
It's
see, there's 3 or
Fair
4 different special classes, I think.
there's
Special.
a flame trooper, the tank hunter.
That's the only one I care about, because you essentially get a sniper rifle that can one-shot anything.
It's a
Ooh.
you get
Is
a
it
you get a tank Gewehr.
Anti-tank rifle.
You get an anti-tank
Yes.
rifle.
Holy shit.
Bitches love cannons.
That's an anti-tank rifle. But yeah, it's iron sights. But you one hit body shot.
You shoot
everyone.
someone in the toe, and they have lost every part of their body up to their lower chest.
But and I
Hell
love
yeah.
that they included this mechanic. You have to be prone or like propped up on something
Yeah.
to fire it. You cannot shoulder fire this rifle
Okay, yeah, no, I like cool little details.
because it
mechanics
will
like that.
knock you on your ass.
And you've only got I think 12 shots with it, and then your secondary is a sawed-off shotgun.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So you're pretty much fucked when you run out of ammo.
But no, you can do damage to vehicles with it. This includes planes.
it's a one. I think it's a one
Is that what you
shot.
mean by sniping planes?
No, I was using artillery.
This includes planes and boats. I got a tank hunter kit the other day, and I killed a boat with it. I blew up a boat.
But yeah, there was one day where we were playing in one of the desert ones, and I picked up the tank hunter, and I just laid on top of a dune. And anytime someone tried to come out to the one we were at, because it's literally the one out in the middle of bumfuck Egypt.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Sinai Desert.
Yeah,
the map.
and it's just like you literally have to go out of your way to come towards it. So if you're coming towards it, it's very obvious.
Yeah.
And I was just propped up on a dune, just waiting for people to come that way, and you would just one shot to any armored vehicle pretty much just disables it. So they have to get out and repair it. And then when they get out, they're sitting ducks, and it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were using the tank hunter kit, and then I was a scout. So I was a sniper who was essentially playing spotter for you.
But yeah, it's just like there was one where I don't remember if we recorded it, but he was looking at someone and had like a bead on him, and you just hear boom, and then just blood. It's like a mist.
Yeah. You turned him into jelly.
Yeah, it was great. Oh wait, we were talking about Bradley. Sorry,
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, we kept Bradley alive for that entire next round.
he died like I think twice,
Ooh.
and that was it. I mean, like it still counts your deaths like to get revived, but I'm pretty sure it does, doesn't it?
It does. It goes against your KD.
So
Yeah.
so that means he went down 2 times, and you revived him those 2 times.
Yes, he.
Which that's even more impressive.
think the
'cause that means
only
he
time-
he didn't barely even went down.
The only time he had to revive or like he had to respawn was I
Because-
think once.
We were always giving him health and ammo and throwing ourselves in front of enemies.
But yeah, there was
Yeah.
one where I think it's at sea. It's like a tunnel, and we basically got pinned in by a tank, and it
Ooh.
sent around it and killed all of us.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a spawn point.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was the extent of it. And then I sent him a message that said, "We live for you, we die for you."
Is that we fight for you, we die for you.
So yeah, and because of that, anytime he's on, I can see through that message like, "Oh, he's playing Battlefield. I guess I need to boot it up."
Oh, do you like log in with them?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Oh,
Next
you got to
time-
reconnect.
Next time you come over and we play BF1, we need to see if Bradley's on.
Oh yeah, I'll send him a message.
Like, sir, what are your orders?
I'm just gonna send it like Battlefield 1 ? And I'll send the
Yeah, teary eyes, fingers
The
touching.
finger point, yeah.
Maybe Battlefield.
Missile boy, we can walk on our boundaries, wait, oh, Mr. Boy, we
Permission to fight, sir.
will keep you alive.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Those are the best nights, meeting randos that like that. I've only had a couple
I've-
moments like that.
I feel like I've had a lot of fun whenever like there's drinking involved in games.
Yeah,
The Leviathan raid.
dude, when we did the Leviathan for the first time,
The first time it happened, like I told him, I was like, "All right, anytime we have to reset, I'm going to take a shot." You were staying with me,
yes.
and we heard ding, and like you could just hear the. Psst.
Yeah, we had oh God, you had the worst liquor.
I'm
Liquor.
sorry.
Do you remember what bottle you had that night?
It wasn't. I'm trying to think. Was it Malibu?
No.
No,
Whipped cream flavored vodka.
that actually wasn't mine.
White.
It tasted
Atrocious.
like you think. The mental image of how you think whipped cream flavored vodka tastes,
I
you're
assume it doesn't
exactly
mix.
correct.
It was given to me, and I wasn't complaining.
You ended up giving me that bottle at the end of that night because you were like, I don't want the rest of this. And I was a little drunk at that point. So I was like, sure, I'll take it. Free alcohol, whatever. I threw that bottle away
I don't blame you.
without finishing it.
That's fine.
To be fair, there wasn't that much left in it.
Oh, okay.
But I was just like, this is awful.
Oh, my favorite drink I've ever had. Not even for the drink.
I want to try it now, though.
So one of the
I gotta
guys,
try
If you
it.
can find a little airport bottle of it, then sure. But do not waste money on a full bottle
one of the
whipped cream
guys I
flavored
used
vodka.
to work
point.
with, he gave this to me one night after work. Like we were walking out to the car, and he was like, "Hey, I won this the other night. I don't drink. You can have it." I was like, "All right, cool." So he reaches into the bag and gives.
I love how this bottle was regifted, and thrown away.
No. I'm not talking about that one.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about a different one. It was a limited edition Gay Pride Smirnoff vodka.
Was it like rainbow flag and everything on the
You
bottle?
could so
was it flavored?
no,
Okay.
but like normally
It's like what's gay flavor taste?
I don't know, but normally like Smirnoff
It's got
bottles
like
are see through.
Kahlua, Bailey's.
Normally they're see through.
Cum.
The entire bottle was just the rainbow flag.
Gay flavored vodka just tastes like cum from a butt.
Oh my god!
That's cum from a butt.
But yeah, so he just reaches over and hands it to me, and I was just like, okay, and like I was just kind of looking at it, I was like, I really don't want to ask the question, but I need to. And before I could ask the question, he just looks at me and goes, "I won it in a drag competition," and then goes and gets in his car, and I was like, okay, cool.
I
So This also leads to another
What's his name or her name? What's the stage name?
Dustin. I don't know his stage name, but his name is Dustin. And it was really confusing because this man literally had a beard down to here.
Dude, he's probably got a good character.
I'll tell you
like
what,
a good shtick.
He might not have been in drag to win a drag competition, because at drag shows they will have audience participation competitions.
He participates in the he is a drag queen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you knew or not.
he was a very frequent visitor of the Black Sheep.
Yep, I went there a few times.
Yeah. But anyway, this also led to one of my most
Before it closed. R.I.P.
I won't say traumatizing. It was just a very close call. But he gave it to me, and so I bring it home. I ended up drinking most of it. Set it on top of my fridge, and this is when I had a graveyard in my house. Like all the bottles you drink, you set them up. Well, my mom.
Yes, I was hoping this is where this was going.
Yes, it is. My mom.
Yeah.
So so there was one day where she was supposed to come like to Hattiesburg, and she had to cancel at the last minute. So I went to work. Well, she had one of the spare keys.
Ooh.
And so my plan was...
That was a good one.
That's one.
I almost want to count that as two.
It might as well be. But yeah, so my plan was if she came, I was just going to throw everything or clean up, like get all that stuff down, put it in my closet, and then reset it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I was 21 yet. It was right before I turned 21. My dad knew I drank. He didn't condone it or anything, but he it's one of those things where he can't stop me.
He understood. He was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, so I'm at work and I get a phone call from my mom while I'm at work, and she's like, hey, I'm about 15 minutes out from Hattiesburg. What are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm at work. Wait, what? She's like, yeah, I'm about 15 minutes out. How much longer do you have left? I was like, probably about 2 hours. She's like, oh, well, I'll just go hang out at your apartment until you get done. I was like, okay. So I hang up on her. And like 10 minutes later, I was just like, oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
So I called my mom. I
have contraband.
So I called her. I was like, I need you to understand something. When you walk in the door, you're going to see some things you're probably not going to like. She's like, what do you mean? I was just like, when you go in, it's directly like from my door. The fridge is straight ahead. So you're going to see what I'm talking about.
You're to see, yeah.
I just want you to go ahead and be warned that you're going to see something. She's like, okay. So she hangs up on me. Did not hear back from her. I got a call from my dad about an hour later, and all I hear is, what the hell were you thinking? What are you talking about? I just got a call from your mom. You have alcohol all over your apartment? Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, and you didn't think to clean it up before your mom came? I didn't know she was coming. And like I was like, I can send you the screenshot of the text message where she's like, I can't come today. He's like, yeah. Well, next time you need to think smarter. And then he hangs up on me.
Think smarter.
So I got home and she was not happy.
I have a similar story to that. Not related to alcohol, because obviously, like, you can look into the kitchen right now and we have like a whole shelf that's like covered in liquor bottles and stuff.
It's very tasteful though. It's like
for my 21st birthday, my parents bought a liquor cabinet for them.
Nice. But I also I wouldn't when I moved in here, I was like, all bets are off. You know, whatever my parents, like when they come to visit, whatever they see, and whatever. I thrive on making my parents uncomfortable. It brings me such satisfaction, like sick satisfaction. It's my favorite thing. Like a quick aside to that, I tried to order when I was in high school. Because I didn't have internet at my house, but I wanted to watch Game of Thrones, but I couldn't, like pay for an HBO Max subscription or anything.
Late tits.
That's what my dad said.
Now.
But I was like, I want to watch Game of Thrones. So I ordered the DVDs. I ordered the box set season 1 of Game of Thrones. It got to my house. And then like that day I was like, oh, hey, did a package get here for me? And my dad was like, yes. I was like, okay, cool. Where is it? And he's like, I'm keeping it. I was like, what the fuck? Why?
You want to watch tits too?
He was like, I saw what was in it. I was like, yeah, it was DVDs. He was like, it was porn. I was like, no, it wasn't.
Not porn. Not quite.
I was like, and he was like, do you know what that show is? I was like, yes, it's Game of Thrones. He was like, why would you want to watch that? I was like, to my friend at school.
Jason Momoa.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, my friend at school is reading the books, and she's curious about what the show is like, and I want to watch the show, but I don't want to read the books yet. So I ordered the DVDs.
He's not done with the books yet.
I know. That's why I was like,
I haven't read the book.
that's why when she was like, you should read the books, they're good. I'm like, no, because I know the meme of everyone waiting for J.R.R. Martin to finish the books before he dies. So I'm not going to read the books.
It won't happen.
Yeah, I know. But my dad was essentially like, no, this is porn. You can't watch it. When you're 18, I will give them back to you. And I was like, okay, that sounds fair. So I gave the money to my friend Wyatt. And I got Tay to order seasons 1 through 5 of Game of Thrones for me.
You just got more.
They're over on the shelf right over there.
Oh, that's right.
So I got Tay to order seasons 1 through 5 of Game of Thrones for me.
I fucking love Tay.
And he gave them to me. I gave him the money. He ordered them. And then I watched all of them at my house. I just hid them from my parents.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard. I got drawers and shit in my room. Heyo.
Let's go.
But what was funny is then when I did turn 18,
You got him back?
my dad was like, okay, you can have these back now. And I held up seasons 1 through 5 and went, no problem, Dad. I already have them.
Oh my God.
And he was just like, looked at me like, and I was like, what you did, I just essentially wanted to send the message of what you did was pointless.
Oh, yeah.
All you did was make me waste $25.
Yeah.
I like your Chuck collection.
Thank you. But what relates to that, I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's a little painting like in our walkway
Is that one?
that Katie made
Some holes in
Some whores in the south.
that
Yeah.
has a little drawing of a house and said there's some whores in this house. My parents came over not too long ago.
Oh my God.
And my mom, they helped us move in, but then they hadn't seen like the apartment as we have it now, like all
it's like
set
we
up and
talked
everything.
about how you're never going to tell them what the Wi-Fi is.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
I'm not going to say what my Wi-Fi is like on the internet because I don't want to get fucking
That's
doxxed.
fair.
But
It is.
no. But my parents came in and I forgot about it. I walked in and then I looked up and I saw it and I was like, oh. But in my brain I was like, whatever.
Oh.
But in my brain I saw it and I was like, shit. And then I thought and I was like, wait, no, I'm a grown up.
This would be fucking hilarious.
I'm
too.
a grown up and I live on my own. And I was just like, I'm just going to wait and see if they say anything about it. Because this is when, like, my parents are not confrontational people.
Mine are.
Fair.
Mine are not. They avoid confrontation and conflict as hard as possible, especially my mom. But then they came back to my room. My mom was like, oh, let me see your room. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me go make sure that the
I
lotion
love
is
the
put away.
fact I've never met your parents, but I've been plastered at their house more than once.
Yes, you have. But no, my parents came in and they came to my room and my mom saw my room and she was like, oh, that's nice. You got this poster.
Valley of the Shadow of
They got
Death.
this poster put up. But my mom is like, what was that painting up on the wall about something about a whorehouse? And I just started pissing myself laughing in front of my parents. They've got like this concerned look on this face, but my sweet old mother just going, what's this about a whorehouse? And I just started laughing uncontrollably. And I was just like, it's a joke about a song. We think it's funny. You
That's why
don't.
it's painted.
I was like, you
and
probably won't think it's funny.
Hanged to
We've
song.
received multiple compliments from random people.
You're traumatized. I'm loving it. This is a story.
I've had Domino's delivery people who've been like, I like your painting.
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking wage workers and delivery workers especially be like,
they don't
fuck
give
yeah.
a fuck.
oh, hell yeah.
I asked when New Year's Eve, when you were here and then CJ and Carvin came over, we ended up ordering pizza. And the guy that came over and delivered the pizza, I was like, oh, like Happy New Year. Like, I was like, how's your night going? He's like, yeah, it's okay. I only got like an hour left on the shift. And I was like, oh, nice. You got any New Year's Eve plans like for when you get off? And he's like, dog, I'm just going to go home and get toked up.
Yes, sir.
And I was signing my receipt while he says this. And I was like, damn, man, I respect that.
Dude, I've had the other end of that where I was delivering DoorDash.
You've told me the story.
And I'm gonna say this as a little foreshadowing. I have his contact in my phone still from this night. It was just a normal night. I've worked it was like I think just an hour or 2 hours that I worked. I just saw I was busy, clocked in DoorDash. I was like, all right, cool. And like the first hour sucked because I just got 2 orders. I think I was actually an hour and a half because I stopped. I was like, this is bad omen. I went to, it was like one of the Wendy's on Hardy Street. And it was like 10. So it was pretty late, but not too late. They didn't close yet, but they took a full hour to get me my 2 orders. I had 2 orders on DoorDash through that same Wendy's. They took an hour to give me both of those. I was like, this fucking sucks. Not just for me because I'm annoyed and I should be making money, but for my customers that are going to be thinking it's my fault. I'm like, fucking damn it. And I can see them fooling around. Doesn't matter. I finally get my food after I've told the people that I'm delivering. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. The Wendy's is being really stupid, really slow. I'll get it to you as soon as possible. I'll keep you updated. First person was like, all right, cool. Take your time. Second person was like, hey, no problem, man. You got it. I delivered the first one. It was fine. The second one was literally 5 minutes away in like the same neighborhood. Pull up to their house. And there's this like knock on the door. They're going to walk out. I was like, all right, cool. And I do that. I hand it to them. He's got a blunt in his hand and it's like lit. I was like, hey, here's your food, man. He's like, hey, man, thank you so much. I was like, and look, again, I'm sorry that it took so long. You know, that if you ever order at that Wendy's again, probably don't. Kind of sucks. He's like, oh, man, that's the reason I did it. You know, it's right there and convenient. I was like, yeah, I know. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. And he's like, yeah, that's all right. Hey, you want to smoke right now? And offers the blunt that he's holding to me. And I'm like, I would love to, but I have to drive and I'm still working, you know, I'll catch you next time though. And he's like, hey, yeah, you got my number. I was like, I have your number. He's like, I'll see you later, man. He was like, hey, hit me up sometime. I haven't hit him up, unfortunately, but I have his number. And if I'm ever in the need for weed, then I'll hit him up.
My favorite delivery story I've ever
One of my
had.
coolest deliveries.
So you know Bradley and KT?
I have a
Yes.
story after this.
So you know how they worked at the Pizza Hut for a while?
Yeah, because Bradley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that they worked there at the same time. So I ordered Pizza Hut one day. Dude comes up, gives me the food, and like I'm signing everything. He's like, "You Noah?" It's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Bradley and KT said you a bitch," and he just walked off. And I was like, "It's like
I'm just a messenger."
it's like,
But you a bitch.
I was like, what? And he's like, and he's walking away from me. And he just goes, yeah, Bradley, KT, Pizza Hut said you a bitch. And he just gets in his car and leaves. I was like,
repeated. That's amazing.
I was like,
I love that.
it's like,
They said you
So-
a bitch.
so I pull out my phone and I start looking. And like, not 5 minutes later, I get a message from Bradley that goes, you enjoy your pizza? I'm like, eat my ass, bitch.
You know, they saw that it was for you and they were like, who's delivering this? Homeboy raises his hand and is like, you make sure to call this guy a bitch.
We have a message for Noah.
Well, yeah, he just as calm as can be. Like, after I give him his tip and everything, he goes, you Noah?
I love how it was after.
Yeah. He goes,
In case you didn't tip him.
it's like, he goes, you Noah? Yeah. Bradley KT said you a bitch. Walks off. What? Yeah, they said you a bitch.
My favorite delivery story was one of the first times I'd ever used DoorDash was at the Embassy Hotel in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, God.
I was there with,
That's a nice hotel, I think.
yeah, well, it's like a hotel that used to be nice and like still has like some of the faded trappings of a nice hotel.
You're out of work, cousin fuckers are. That's when you're getting away from them.
It's like, it wasn't like run down and ratty, but you could tell that like, you know, some of the like the walls, like the wallpaper and some of the stuff was like the carpet. You're like,
It's getting old.
You're like, this is
Getting old and dated.
It's like, this was nice
Then.
15 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was still clean and everything. It wasn't dirty or run down or things weren't working.
You could
But-
tell it's lived its prime, though.
But yeah, like some of like the wood and like the carpet and some of just like the infrastructure of how like it was built. You're like, this was nice when it was built, but that was about 15,
It's
20
running on
years ago.
nostalgia now.
Yeah, essentially. But So I was there with my sister and my brother-in-law, Nick. And then one of Nick's friends that lives in Birmingham, she came over, and then her little brother, who's about my age, came over. I ended up smoking with that chick's little brother that night. That was actually a really fun time.
Hell yeah.
But we ended up just hanging out in our hotel room, drinking, talking. I ended up smoking with her brother. But I was like, damn, it was like 11 o'clock. I was like, damn, I'm hungry, but I don't have like the facilities to go get anything. So I was like, I'm going to order DoorDash. And my sister was like, yeah, go for it. I start pulling up DoorDash, and I saw that like, because DoorDash has like combos and shit that you can't actually get at the store. And DoorDash had like a 40 nugget combo for McDonald's.
Ooh.
Heavenly.
That was like $15.
Wow. Yeah.
I ordered 2 of them.
Holy shit.
So you had
I had 80 nuggets and 4 large fries for like $38.
that's a steal, not a deal.
I was hungry. Yeah. I was hungry and a little crossed at this point.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ooh, I hate.
And so I ordered it.
It's good. I could feel like the different levels of each.
So I ordered it.
Talk about later.
Another thing that we had noticed, and we didn't know why, but this certain weekend at the embassy, it was a busy weekend. There was a bunch of other people there at the embassy that were staying there. For some reason, me and my sister were amongst the only white people staying at the embassy that weekend. No clue why. There was just a bunch of black families there. No clue. It looked like a couple of them were like school trips. So it looked like maybe an inner city school or something was like had a sports thing, something like that, and they were staying at the embassy. For whatever reason, we were just like, me and my sister were looking around and we're like, we're the minority. This is odd. And of course, me and my brother-in-law are making jokes about it because my brother-in-law's black. He's been on the podcast before.
He has?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, that was one of the recent, I think the name of that episode is Cry Cum. Spelled how you think it is.
Okay. That's what you do at night.
But no, so I ordered 80 nuggets. And then I get the call about 20, 30 minutes later.
They knew.
I get the call from the DoorDash driver. He's like, hey, I'm in the lobby. Can you come down and meet me? I got your food. And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. I get on the elevator. With multiple other people. You know, there's other people going and coming. Like it's still fairly busy. I get off.
Also cry coming. Sorry, go on.
I get off the elevator. There's other people getting on. It's a busy lobby. There's people walking around all over the place.
This was a drug deal.
Man was standing in the lobby. As soon as he saw me step off of the elevator, he locked eyes with me and held out the bag. As soon as he was like, here you go. He didn't ask. He didn't ask like,
are you?
He's like, is this for like, are you Ethan? Like, is this your DoorDash order? No, he just went, here you go. Have a nice night. He knew. I don't have a picture or anything associated with my DoorDash. Homeboy profiled me perfectly.
Correctly.
He was like 80 chicken nuggets at 11 o'clock at night, and he saw long hair, beard, hippie looking bastard.
Yeah.
And it was like, he's high as fuck.
You look like the Big Lebowski.
He went,
you're the dude.
He went, what fucker is ordering 80 chicken nuggets to the embassy at 11:30 at night? And then he was like, what motherfucker? He saw me get off the elevator and went,
that's him.
Everything makes sense now. You could see like the hangover moment of like all of the pieces coming together inside of his mind.
He was counting cards.
Yeah.
No, but
that's awesome.
I don't have like a hide like story like that because I don't smoke. Don't care if you do. My older roommate does. Love him to death. But I used to get off work like late. Like there would be nights where I would get off at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And there would be nights when I knew my roommate had the next day off because I would pull up at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and as the light hits his bedroom and I pull in, like before I'm even out of the car, I would just see the door open up a little bit and his head would stick out, and like I'd be getting out of the car and he's like, can we go get something to eat?
Oh my God.
Like, yes, sweetheart. Get in the car.
Dude, the guy that we were raiding with last night was high as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, playing games while high can be some of the
Was he high
most
or
fun.
drunk?
He was high.
Okay.
He mentioned it.
I wasn't paying attention.
Because I made a joke about being baked, and he was like, or I said like, I made a joke about like being baked as hell, and he was like, "Fuck, I'm trying to get baked as hell." I was like, "All right." By the end of that raid, because we didn't start raiding until like 10:30, 11.
It was after 10:30 because that's around the time we got back from work.
Yeah, so it was probably like 11:30 by the time we started. It was almost 4 by the time we ended because we were raiding, but we were also teaching
And
3 people how to raid.
We also had 2
right.
people that were extremely underleveled
Yeah, we had 2 people that were super underleveled and couldn't really do a lot of damage,
and didn't know anything
and that
about
had
it.
never done the raid before. Noah had never done the raid before, but you knew a bit.
Like I knew the general. Again, I watch a lot of Destiny videos.
Yeah, so you knew a good bit. I had done it once before, and that time I had been kind of carried, and I hadn't really participated in any of the mechanics. But this time, I took a more like active role because I was one of the people that had done it before. But one of the guys who is the new people, at the beginning he was
New and
fine.
underleveled.
Yeah, at the beginning of the raid he was fine. By the end of the raid, homie was gone. Zonked.
It was like the equivalent of our Leviathan.
Yeah. And so there are times where like one person has to pick up a buff that lets them see like which button to press or which thing to put a ball in.
Which he has to tell everyone what, like, or he has to like be like, hey, it's this one, but only one other person can go to that one.
Yeah.
And you have to remember, like, there's one part where it's like, what is it, like L1, or it's like L1 and 3.
Well, no, it was in the nuke encounter.
Oh, yeah.
Where he had to look at the 4 trash cans and say back left, back right, front left, front right. And he had to call them out. And he got that a couple times and got them switched and like got them mixed up.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I got that job and I got it mixed up once, where I made a bad call. But he did it more than once. And then we were like, that was the wrong one. It's okay. Like we weren't getting upset with him.
Yeah. New and underleveled.
The group that we were raiding with, all like super chill guys.
Yeah.
Like Brown and Mystics, the guys that
Mystics has carried me through. Brown and Mystics have carried me through 2 other raids.
Yeah, no, they're super chill dudes. Like me and Mystics have played Trials together, just the 2 of us on
watched
broken
that.
cards. Yeah. That was a ton of fun.
Still haven't done Trials.
But so yeah, super chill people. We weren't getting upset or anything, but we were like, oh no, you got him backwards. We were trying to explain to him, hey, you made a bad call. You got confused, just to set the record straight. Like this is this, like in case you have it backwards in your head.
Yeah.
So you can get the calls right the next time. And then he would insist. He was like, nah, I called it. It was right. I said it was
really bad.
I'm so sure it was right.
But yeah, I did everything in my power to not get suppressor or scanner, especially for the nuke encounter.
Scanner.
Dude, for the nuke encounter, I want suppressor or scanner. I do not want operator.
Oh, because you got to watch the buttons.
I don't like, because the operator is the first person that has to react.
Yeah.
Because once you get that sound cue that the nukes are up, the operator has to like look for which button to shoot immediately. Because you're the first person to do it. Then you do that, and then
Well, see, like the
Scanner does their
first couple of times I did it before I switched off of it, it was the same button every time.
there's also, I don't know if you noticed, but I did as operator, there was a visual glitch where before the sound went off, one of the panels would be highlighted
Yeah.
before it was supposed to be. And you would shoot it and it would say immune.
Yeah.
And even after it went off, sometimes that one would still be red.
Yes.
So that was like a visual glitch.
That happened to me a couple of times.
Because I remember you complaining, you were like, it's red, and I was shooting it, and it was immune. It was like,
Yeah. But like the Atrax encounter, I loved being operator for that one. That one was fun.
really?
Yes.
You didn't like being scanner for that one?
No, I didn't.
I liked being scanner.
See, it's just like I didn't have a problem being scanner, but it was just, I don't know, the 2 new people.
Yeah.
It's like them following me. I'm having to watch this. I've got the highest DPS weapon of the people up there at the time.
Yeah.
But I would hit the thing because they would be nowhere close to me.
Hit what thing? Atrax?
Yeah. I would hit the right one before they would get to me because like you like we told them it's like follow. Like whenever it's time to scan, stay as close to him as possible. I would be across the thing, like ready to go, and I'd turn around and look, and they're just now jumping down from the
Like the platform up top?
Yeah, they were just now jumping down. I was like, okay, I need to just go.
No, so when I was up there doing scanner, babysitting the new lights, I essentially played that like I was soloing it.
Yeah.
That's why, like,
That's what I was doing, and then I got in trouble for it.
that's why I was super aggro. Like, I was playing super aggressive, using a fusion rifle on the servitors, being super aggressive.
I got in trouble for doing the exact same thing.
I know.
It's fucking bullshit.
Brown's done a bunch of raids with me. I went off and did my own thing a couple times in that raid. Like the first room when we had the 2 coils left and I shot one of them,
Oh, yeah.
even though there was a 50-50 shot.
That was great. I'm glad you did that.
And we got it right.
But that was also because we had made it all the way to the very end and didn't something get fucked up somehow?
A little bit.
It's like, no, it was, we needed someone on one side, but both things ended up on the same side?
I think it was just the new lights ended up on one side, on dark side, where there was 1 coil left, and then there was 1 coil left on light side. And I knew then they weren't going to be able to do enough damage by themselves. But no, and I think
You
Brown,
have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
I think Scanner was downstairs and he wasn't able to call it yet because Brown was Scanner and he was trying to get to it.
Took it.
And I was just like, I'm not waiting anymore because I saw the timer because there's the bar that's across the bottom of the coils that shows you how much time you have left to damage them. And I went, we've got a 50-50 shot. I'm just going to shoot this one. And then I shot it. And then Brown was like, it's dark right. And I was like, it has to be. It's the last one left. and then after we finished, I didn't want to like get the like yell that I was doing that because of the confusion and like everybody was talking and like add to the confusion. Because 6 people talking, raids can get kind of hectic.
Oh, but Deep Stone Lullaby.
But yeah, no, and then afterwards I was like, yeah, I didn't wait for the call and I went ahead and shot the light side coil. And Brown was like, you mad lad, you could have wiped us all. And I was like, we had a 50-50 shot. If I had wiped us all there, I would have felt really bad. I would have felt bad, but I didn't. So I'm a fucking savior.
I also didn't want to be one of the people who had to carry a nuke in the last encounter, and I saw immediately where operator spawned. And so anytime it would start, I would just park myself right there. It's like, he comes out this door, I'm going to hit him.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the Atrax encounter, like, watching for the buff is like, as soon as you'd be like, oh, it's that one. If it was across the map and you were on your way there, I would go ahead and send a galley rocket. So by the time you would hit it, the rocket would hit.
Yeah.
Gallahorn, I know that.
Yeah, that's back in Destiny.
Love that.
They added it back.
Rocket.
Hello. We've been joined by a cat.
Sam, what do you have to say?
She purr.
She had to purr. I'll see. I'm just putting the pieces of what I did know in D1 and barely any in D2.
Dude,
and
the raids,
the little I've seen.
Raids are the best part.
The raid mechanics have gotten a lot more complex.
That's cool.
It's no longer
in Destiny 2.
It's no longer stand on plate shoot thing.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I do too.
Stand in arena, shoot
I like
big,
the simplicity of it, especially for
hive.
ones when I'm trying to like speed through it to get the stuff.
Yeah.
But it's going to be hard to get all the equipment for Deep Stone Crypt.
Yeah. Now that I have a better handle on it, I'm down to run it more.
I just want to run more raids.
Dude, me too.
Like
I'm glad that we were able to raid last night.
That's my favorite part of Destiny.
Yeah. That's my favorite part about having Brown as a friend because he just like, we need people for raids.
Yeah.
Because literally what happened is me, you, and Brown were going to play together. And then
one of his coworkers just randomly joined him to ask him, like, to see what he was doing.
Yeah. And so then we had 4 and Brown went, we just need 2 more for a raid. And then he just messaged a few people and got 2 more in for a raid. And bam, we were raiding.
Because we were going to, farm Nightfalls?
Yeah. But I wasn't high enough level for it.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to have, when D1 was mega popular, all my friends got it. And I was like, well, I might as well get it. All my friends have it. And so we would consistently have 6-man teams going on raids and doing other fire team stuff. And those nights, like 4 or 5 in the morning, like so fun. Like Vault of Glass, it's burned into my mind because that was when we did
back.
over and over and over.
They brought it
back.
They've remastered Vault of Glass for Destiny 2.
Oh, that's so good.
You start playing it and
dude, you need to get D2.
I do, but
It's
also
crossplay.
I don't have the time or money.
that's fair.
It sounds fun though.
Base game is free now though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And you don't have to worry about buying Forsaken because it's about to leave.
The only thing you would need it for is Dreaming City.
I think after
After it goes away, they're going to put it in. Would it be base game?
I think they're either going to put it in base game or they're going to make it its own like smaller expansion. It was in a TWAB. I forget what it was.
TWAB?
This week at Bungie.
What?
This week at Bungie.
Oh.
It's Bungelly's weekly blog post.
You had a stroke right there.
Bungelly's. Dude, I haven't been able to speak.
Only been a couple of those.
I've had little
really
mini
just
strokes,
cute.
like pretty, like lately.
My life is one constant stroke.
That sounds like it would give you a rash.
At night?
Come.
On your wiener. That's the joke.
You're stroking your cock.
Hey,
Crack hump.
You're jerking your gherkin.
wait, you've had mini strokes? I've had mega strokes.
Yeah, Minnie Mouse just jerking my cock.
Mini mousecapades. Fuck, bitch.
Did I show you the what is it? The
showed
Sidemen
fucking
Silent Library.
Yes.
They did. I saw another one where basically they were all dressed up as like little school kids, and like they had a guy as a teacher, and he would ask them questions. One person would walk up and like they would answer it. And one, I don't know what the question was, but one of the guys walks up and goes, "Sperm. Isn't that what happens when your uncle rubs your penis?"
Oh.
And it's just like everyone was like laying down on the ground or on the desk, like crying.
Dude, the last time I laughed incredibly hard, I laughed so hard that I couldn't close my mouth and I was doubled over. So I started drooling onto my carpet. I was laughing so hard. And it was the first episode 1 of campaign 3 of Critical Role.
Oh, yes.
When
Dude, I was there for that.
oh, dude,
That was good.
it was when what's his name?
Which part?
What's his real name?
I don't remember his real
Dorian.
name.
Scanlan's.
Oh, was it when he was naming all the
Yep.
Yes.
He says
His character, which Fresh Cut Grass was
yeah,
named.
he's like, oh yeah, I got my name from a former associate of mine.
She named all of her creations off of smells she liked.
After her
favorite
favorite smells. There was me. There was apple pie.
Oatmeal.
There was oatmeal. There was pussy.
And just keeps going. And she's like,
Matt Mercer's face palming already.
I was in this chair, doubled over, laughing uncontrollably.
I was at
screamed.
work. I was listening to it on Twitch on my phone.
We were all in here because we had a watch party for that.
I was
first
at
one.
work.
I know.
Making money.
Fucking hate it.
Money moves. But yeah, we had a watch party.
I own him now. I'm his boss.
I'll kill your character.
I am 1776.
Or I was looking at magic items earlier to sprinkle in the campaign, and I might have been looking at some magic items that would have been good for you. You ungrateful little cunt.
There's a magic item that turns it's like a cloak that turns a person into a bat.
Ooh.
It would go great with my character.
Batman.
I'm not going to tell you the magic item that I looked that I thought would be great for you because you might get it.
That's fair. I really like the one you gave me in the last one. I used it for one combat.
What's
It was the
flame sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used it for one combat.
Encounter.
Yeah, and haven't played.
I'm looking at giving you guys some pretty fucking powerful items.
Yeah, so
I want to buff you guys up as much as I can
so he can kill us.
so that I can throw as much shit as possible at you and not feel bad.
Yeah.
It's so he can throw 7 Strahd zombies at us again,
I
it would be a somewhat even fight.
I want to
be
so
fair.
to clarify to anybody listening still, since we've been going for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Keep going.
Just skip through it.
I'm running a D&D campaign right now. I'm the DM, and Nick and Noah are 2 of my players.
I'm
in
a
my game.
motherfucking vampire.
Yeah, Noah's
I
a
am-
vampire.
One of 2 brain cells.
I'm telling you, the
Nick-
first time you sent that in the group message, I'm telling you, I read it as twin bards. And I was like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah, no.
No,
But then I saw
twin
it was
barbarians.
twin barbs. I was
Barbs.
Yeah,
like, it's even worse.
Nick-
We're gonna multi-class. Don't worry about it.
Nick and Aaron, not the Aaron that used to be on the show, a different one, are both Goliath barbarians. What's funny, I've looked at Aaron's character sheet. It's right there. He's not stupid. He has above average intelligence.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, I was
That's
You're
why-
stupid.
No, yeah, that's why he speaks for the 2 of us.
I was originally
for
the
the most part.
stupidest one in the campaign.
Now you're just the weakest one.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I originally had a -3 intelligence.
Now
I
you
was
have
even
a
dumber
negative,
than I am.
I know.
Now you have a -3 in strength.
Yeah. And charisma.
But
But I'm still trying to figure that out, why y'all kept pushing me to be the one to talk.
Because you're the one that's from the place that they're
That
living.
doesn't fucking matter.
They don't know
It kind
that.
of matters.
Well, first
we
off,
we know that you're from there. That's
y'all are
all we
asking
know.
me questions that I didn't even know.
Yeah, no.
But if anyone would have known in the context of the narrative,
So it's funny.
it
You're
would
like
be a native.
You're a hermit. You stay out of town. You're a
Somewhat
pariah.
native.
Nobody wants to talk to you. Like,
They also don't know what I am.
yeah, no, they don't know you're a semi-immortal vampire because that would probably.
Spoiler. I'm sorry, go on.
You don't know it.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't even know if you told my character.
yeah.
Be like,
You're a what?
What's that?
Oh, Nick,
what?
tell what your character's name is and the reason for
Oh
it.
God! Please, you need to tell that to my character because he
Yeah,
wasn't
yes.
there when
That's
you
right.
said
When we're all introducing our names in like a tavern.
that. That was one of my doubling over moments. That broke me.
We got to
Same.
we got to me. And
Everyone, it was just like,
it was like and in his voice too, I was like, hello, my name is Oomph. I took the name because it's the noise I make when they beat me. Something along those lines.
you said
I
when
mean,
my masters beat
my
me.
masters, yeah. It was vague enough but it was like
I think you just said they, and you left
might
it
have.
ambiguous. You said, it's like it's the noise I make when they beat me.
But Carvin just went, what?
yeah, Carvin just silent. Aaron was like,
And this
he
is
tried
why-
to roll along with it.
Well, this is why
The rest just doubled over.
and this is why I nicknamed you two Tweedledee and Tweedlefuck.
Oh yeah, you nicknamed us before any of that too.
Yeah.
It just stuck.
But
'Cause
I
was
knew it
on
would
point.
be correct.
Oh yeah,
I'm just glad I finally got to play.
But no,
Sat through 4 hours of the first one just for y'all to make it 300 yards.
but
Y'all made it from a tavern to out of town, and that was it.
they made it from the tavern to out of town to another plane of existence. All right, they made it a good ways in that first session.
Okay, the another plane of existence was literally like the last 5 minutes of the thing, though. It took them 3 hours to get from the tavern there.
But if you're talking about distance, they covered a lot of distance.
well yeah. On a technicality, we covered the distance.
That was like a week's worth of travel that they got accomplished in that first session. But the second session, our first combat encounter, I may have almost killed the entire party. So I need, this is why you guys have reached level 3 so quickly, is because I need
Yeah.
you to get a little bit buffer.
He feels bad.
Yeah.
I want to not feel bad. I want to not have to pull my punches, essentially. So I need you guys to
You
get stronger.
didn't. You didn't pull your punches. You just had to come up with a way to
Yeah, no, yeah.
get us a little bit farther than where we were.
You had to pull them twice.
That first combat encounter, I did pull my punches. I would have killed 2 of you.
well, yeah. You pulled the
did
mid
kill one.
encounter. Like
No, I knocked him unconscious.
I thought he did fail.
Huh?
he failed twice.
I thought
we know of.
Bradley did fail. Like I thought
Did he
his
fail the
character
third one?
his character did die. You just
No.
decided not to.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Because one of the I decided to hit him while he was down.
Oh yeah,
And that
one of them still targeted.
if you are unconscious and on the ground at 0 hit points in D&D and you have 3 death saves that you can make, and if you have 3 successes, you stabilize, 3
You
fails,
automatically failed
die.
2.
Yeah, if you get hit while you're down, that's an automatic fail. I crit Bradley.
yeah, okay,
You
yeah.
rolled so many natural 20s.
I rolled so well against
God.
you
Yeah,
guys.
you were
Poor
high
Aaron.
rolling
Aaron
in an already
ate,
busted encounter.
So that's why
Aaron ate so many of them.
to be fair,
to be
He
fair,
didn't rage.
to be fair, he forgot to rage.
yeah,
He didn't
he
barbarian.
forgot to be a barbarian.
Yeah.
Just real quick.
Fucking idiot. See, that's if I'd have killed Aaron, I wouldn't have felt bad because it would have.
It would have been on him.
his fault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is why I want to give you guys cool magic items and get you your subclass abilities so that if you die, it's because you didn't use your abilities like you were supposed to. And
Fair.
not because
Off-brand darkness.
I cruelly beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
That's coming.
What, off-brand darkness?
No.
So am I.
Cruelly beating the shit out of us.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll do that, but you'll be able to take it, or you'll have the ability to take it. Whether or not you do or not is up to you and the dice.
Yeah.
I don't feel that bad for the dice fucking you over or you fucking you over for not using your abilities cleverly.
Essentially, it was
I
just
feel bad.
foreshadowing.
I feel
for what's
bad
to come.
for me fucking you over.
Yeah,
Hopefully, no one jumps off of a building and then tries to save themselves at the last
jumps
second.
off of a stair.
So the
Yeah,
bullshit part
flight of
about that,
stairs.
in our last campaign, Aaron tried to follow me down a staircase, which I was a warlock that had this fly spell. So I was able to literally fly down this staircase. And he had the bright fucking idea to follow me. And he was like, oh, I'm sure I'll be able to cast a spell
Didn't
that
he
will
have
catch
like
me.
vine something?
He tried to use Vine Whip to
Yes.
like Spider-Man himself and like catch and like Indiana Jones himself down.
Yeah.
One, I don't know if he knows how inertia works, but it was a straight fucking staircase.
Yeah,
It was a spiral staircase. So he would have just ripped his arms off.
Yeah. Yeah.
He still would have taken all of that damage, just not to his legs. It would have been to his shoulders.
Was it the equivalent of the Keyleth jumping off the cliff?
Kind of. But he was a druid, and he had a fuck ton of spells. And essentially, he had this idea in his head that this is what I'm going to do. And then when it didn't work out, he had no other like course of action. I looked at his spell list after he died
Yeah.
just to be mad at him. There were so many spells that he could have. He had wind spells. He had water spells. He could have created a gust of wind below him to slow his fall down. He could
Yeah.
have created a wave of water to catch him and slow his fall. But no, he used fucking Vine Whip.
He wanted to be cool, which fair. But on top of all of that, I think he also just rolled bad. So on top of not thinking about what would happen if he rolled well, he didn't even roll well. So he was doomed to fail as soon as he let the dice go.
Yeah, and also Bradley also rolled poorly on the two resurrection rituals that we tried to do on him.
Oh, yeah.
2 different rituals that we tried to do to revive his fucking player or revive his character. Both of them failed.
He was just doomed.
He just doesn't have the what's his name? Critical Role.
The Will Wheaton curse.
Taliesin.
Oh, the Taliesin blessing.
Yeah, he doesn't have his luck.
Yeah, he doesn't have my luck. I roll fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Have you finished campaign 2?
No, I haven't finished campaign 1.
Oh, that's right.
You're starting from campaign one on.
I'm like halfway through campaign 1.
I'm finished with campaign 2 also.
Damn.
I've listened to a lot of it.
Yeah, which is why I was so surprised that you didn't know what the fuck spell slots were.
Okay, just because I've heard it, you also have to remember when I listen to it, I'm at work.
How many hundreds of hours of Critical Role have you listened to?
All
though?
of them.
That's
Yeah,
that's
but
still
hang
a
on.
skewed perspective,
Hang on.
especially when you're at work.
I'm
most
at
likely
work
half listening.
to it, and I've got one headphone in, and I'm listening to because I've got people calling me
Yeah,
all the time.
I know.
So it's just like I'm half-assed listening to it.
I'm also half listening when I do Critical Role stuff because I have Critical Role on like a second monitor while I'm playing a game or working on something.
You've also played the game a lot more, and you understand a lot of it more.
And you've
than I have.
DM'd before.
I know, but I'm not talking about some really weird niche
I know.
rule.
All of my stuff, like all of my interactions with spells or other people doing it, they don't explain how all that stuff works.
Also
they
fair.
just say it and they do it. And they all already know how it works.
You have the books.
I do.
That's another fair point. You have
Okay.
the
again,
physical D&D.
Because like
Player
Nick
handbook
and
books.
Aaron have played games before, but they don't own you guys don't even own your own dice.
Yeah, I don't have a set of dice yet. I'm going to get some.
Not only your own dice, you have a very nice collectible set of dice.
hang on.
and the books.
Hang on. The books I have were only for me to figure out my characters and for future builds. I haven't looked into anything or considered anything that has to do with magic.
I'm just saying it was a reasonable expectation for all of the D&D you've listened to and all of the books that you have to understand a core mechanic of the game.
I don't do magic. Never. Okay. Any game I've ever played, anything I've ever done, I never touch magic.
There's like 3 out of the dozen classes that don't touch magic.
Yeah, because there's at least some classes that have
Rogue.
Barbarian, fighter. Yes. Those
Rogue.
3.
Yeah.
Rogue, barbarian, fighter.
Yes. played Rogue in the first campaign.
So you've only played Rogue.
I know why.
Essentially.
Yes.
I know why you haven't. You've explained it to me. I'm just saying it is also very reasonable to expect you to know how fucking spell slots work, and it fucking floored me when you didn't.
I didn't understand it when
Could play Paladin. That's like the easiest spellcaster.
I didn't.
Or Ranger.
I didn't understand it
playing
when
right
we
now?
played with Drake.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I switched off.
Oh yeah. Did you start out?
I started out as I think it was a mage. I don't remember, but it was also a Pathfinder.
Yeah. It's also just not a hard concept to understand. A spell is each spell you have is a different gun. Spell slot is how much ammo you have.
I get that, but I'm talking like the thing I didn't understand of it is like the higher low. Like when they say cast it at like second or third level.
Yeah. When you have, let's say, you
does
have
that mean you use it and you have less ammunition now?
Think about it like this.
Hang on. Izanagi's burden. You stack all the stuff up for one attack, so you now have less ammunition for one attack?
No.
Okay. Then, I don't get it.
Think about it. Each level 1 spell you have is a different 9mm pistol.
Okay.
You only have so many rounds of 9mm.
Okay.
Each level 2 spell you have is a different 5.56 rifle. And you have only so many 5.56 rifle cartridges.
Okay.
But there are some spells that you can cast at multiple levels. So if you have...
Essentially it adds...
So if you have a spell that is a base level 1 spell, you can use a level 2 spell slot to cast it at, and it becomes more powerful.
Yeah. It also describes it in the description. So let's say Cure Wounds is like a level 1 spell.
This is partially the reason why if I did play a magic character, it was going to be a warlock because everything he uses is automatically at the highest level.
Yes, and you only have like 2 to 3 spell slots.
Yes. That is one of the reasons why I considered a warlock.
Yeah, that's why. But that's why if you know the warlock, if you use a warlock, then all of your power comes from either your cantrips or your evocations.
Right. I knew that
or invocations.
Because in one of the cantrips, like Eldritch Blast,
that is the most powerful cantrip in the game. Yes, as far as damage is concerned.
Yes. Like.
And then you have a bunch of invocations that actually buff your Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Like Eldritch Spear makes where you can cast it 200 feet away.
That stuff I did look at and I did understand. But it's just like all the different like extra slots and like these, like the second, third, that's what I didn't understand.
Okay.
It's not that hard to understand.
Yeah. No,
I'll cross that bridge whenever I get to it.
I mean, you only get up to level 5 because you're a half caster. You're a ranger now. So you're a hybrid.
Right.
Half martial, half caster.
Like I knew I get spells, but
I didn't know Ranger was actually that similar to Paladin.
Yeah.
I should play Ranger next.
Yeah. Ranger is...
Wait, Ranger?
Ranger is essentially what Paladin is to Cleric, Ranger is to Druid.
That makes a lot of sense to me, actually. I've played the Paladin Cleric side of things.
Yeah. So
played both of those. Those are like my first two.
So say a Cleric is a divine caster, full caster, and a Paladin is a divine half caster, half fighter.
Yeah.
Or half martial character. Mm-hmm. Druid is a full nature caster, and a Ranger is a half martial character, half nature caster.
Cool.
We have progressively gotten nerdier.
Yes.
We originally started out with alcohol, then we went to Destiny.
Yeah, you went to Destiny. We circled back to Destiny 2 as well.
Yeah.
But Destiny 2?
Destiny 2
The original Destiny talk was just talking about a date to do something.
Yeah.
True.
That's what we got.
With this group, we were going to talk about D&D.
Oh, yeah.
Point. There's literally fucking D&D shit on my coffee table in front of us right now.
We started, and I glanced down a couple times.
Because I was...
at Aaron's character sheet.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, that's
because
right there.
Pretty much, I don't have to worry
the books are right there.
about most of the people in our party, which is nice. The only people that I'm really like trying to help with their character is you, because you're dumb as fuck.
I won't disagree.
I was pointing at Noah when I said you. But, and Aaron, because he's also dumb as fuck.
I feel bad for Aaron because I feel like I'm in the same spot as Aaron, but he also just doesn't. He tries more than me, but doesn't get it. I don't know what it is. He gets everything else that he does in his life.
What Aaron does.
He acts before he thinks.
Exactly. Aaron.
True.
See, that's
the difference between me and him. I overthink, so I'll stop. I won't do an action.
I fully acknowledge that like D&D rules are somewhat complicated. 5e is the least complicated and the most approachable out of any like previous edition of D&D,
which I like about a lot.
You guys would be fucked if you were playing 3.5, but
I can only imagine.
I can only imagine.
We can't.
When my life will be
But what Aaron does is he doesn't
forever.
he doesn't fully understand what his character
like
can do
Elvis.
or the rules or anything, and he tries to do shit. He'll just wing be like, I want to do this because, and he's correct in this assumption is D&D is a game that you can, and any tabletop RPG really, like role playing game, what you can do is only limited by your imagination. That's one of the great things about it.
And the dice.
Yeah. But what he does is he's like, I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, cool. You can certainly try.
Yeah. Yeah. But then you have to know the steps to actually
What he doesn't understand is
logically do it.
what he doesn't understand is how likely he is to succeed. He's just like, I'm going to try and do this.
Yeah.
And he doesn't understand that there's a very slim chance that he'll succeed. And the consequences for failure are
Death.
Yeah.
sometimes death, sometimes very much death.
I respect his tenacity and initiative with doing that.
Oh, he always commits.
Because every single thing he's committed to every single thing that he's done.
Yeah,
with
I have-
any character he's
I have a
done.
question for y'all. Who do you think will be the first to lose a character in the campaign?
Going based on the first encounter, actually,
Either Aaron, because of previous experience,
right?
or Bradley.
Yeah, because Bradley kind of got fucked there.
Bradley's squish as fuck.
I am too.
And yeah,
Well, I've got a lot more health now.
Yeah, you've got a lot more health because you rolled really well on your HP.
Yeah. So both
too.
times I rolled, what was it, a D10?
Yes.
Yeah. Both
Yeah,
times
yeah.
I rolled a 9.
that's great.
And I get a +1, so I basically went up 20 health.
For me, I doubled my health. I was at I'm just metagaming
did
a little
too.
bit. I was at
You
15.
you almost tripled your health.
Yeah.
Because
I was at what, like
you were at
11?
12.
Yeah.
You were at 12 and then you went up to 21 and then you went up to 30.
Yeah.
So you
Essentially tripled.
almost
Yeah.
tripled your health.
But
I also went up to 30 because I
just
roll
need better armor.
fair. I roll a D12 plus I have like a
Safety.
+3. Nice. And so that doubled mine. I'm trying to find a way now to maximize my unarmored defense because I don't have any armor right now. And
Up your
that's-
decks.
I do need to do that.
That's how.
I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do at level 4 because we talked about that the other night.
No, actually that works because then I don't need fucking
Literally,
health.
when you get to level 4, just sync your ability score into dex.
Yeah, because
I also want to do more strength though because I'm like one away from the next modifier.
We
from like next +4.
And what's your next modifier in dex? Did you need a +2?
I need +2.
Well, get fucked.
yeah, because
Yeah. A little bit.
that's one thing we talked about the other night after we played was if I raise my dex,
That's
it
life.
raises my attack and
And your defense.
Yeah, defense.
Your AC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why dex for like
Rogues and rangers.
rogues and rangers, the finesse weapon and ranged weapon characters is so valuable because it ups your AC and it ups your attack power.
Yeah.
Whereas you have to worry about 2 different stats.
Yeah.
Well, really 3, all of the physical stats.
See, the thing is though, for me to get where I want to be, I've got to do. What was it? It was 2 stat boosts and then pick a feat.
Yeah. And then either it was the sharpshooter feat.
It was either going to be sharpshooter or the.
Yeah, the medium armor master, which
I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to because what we looked at. I think I might just do that. Raise my dex and then get just better armor.
because the thing is, we have 2 barbarians.
Yes.
We don't really need another frontline fighter. So if you can just lean into ranged,
Yeah. Which is one of the reasons why I wanted Zephyr Strike.
yeah,
Was so if I am within range, I can get out.
just get the fuck out. Yeah. You also, I don't know if you guys know this, you can use the disengage action.
I'm always
I
so
knew- I
scared
knew
about
I-
disengaging because of all the times that I'm in the middle of a crowd
Well, no.
and will have attack of opportunity on me.
That's what the disengage action does.
Wait,
See,
what?
I knew.
So if you just use your movement to back away from a combatant, then
Oh.
you get an attack of opportunity. If you use your action to disengage, then you
Oh.
don't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
But you
about
burn
that
your
every
action
time.
to do that. That's the penalty.
That's
Is you
fair. I
you
mean-
can't like attack and then move.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
and so that's why their attack of opportunity is there. It's because we
Can't
try to do
rogues-
an action and then leave.
Rogues have a class feature that they can disengage as a bonus
yeah.
action.
See, I
That's cool.
had that on the. I'm pretty sure I had that whenever we
Yeah.
played.
See, that's
That
like
makes sense.
that's just an example of like you not knowing the mechanics super well.
Yeah. I need to know more of the fundamental mechanics.
Yeah,
On top of
little combat mechanics. But yeah, so you can.
fundamental combat and then
That's the thing. The game isn't like anti getting away, like running away from combat. That you're not strong enough
It's
to face.
just you have to sacrifice something to do.
You have to sacrifice
It's give and
your,
take.
your
It's
entire
knowing,
action.
yeah,
all D&D
knowing
is
what to
give and take.
sacrifice.
Yeah, that's why in D&D circles the term used is action economy.
Mhm.
So there's trying to keep you from doing too many things in your action, or doing something more with your action is like a big advantage. That's why like extra attack, like that's a whole nother attack that you get on top of your already attack. But there's like niches within, like that's not, you get 2 actions, you get 2 attacks within an action.
Yeah.
So there's little bitty like minutia nitpicky things like what you can do with your action, what you can do with your bonus
And it also
action.
can depend on the DM.
Yeah. But the reason that like the rules, like the specific rules say all of these little things is, yes, you do.
Making me count my ammo.
Yes. One, I ran this campaign. I'm running Curse of Strahd because I wanted it to be a very difficult campaign. 2,
He hates us.
2, because
He didn't.
No, it's
He did
realism.
deny it.
We're immersed.
this is the first time that I've been able to DM an experienced group on average.
I know.
On average, we have very experienced players. So I don't feel the need to babysit and like hold back and explain everything all the time, unless I'm fucking dealing with Aaron. But that's one of the reasons that I was very excited to do this, is because I can finally let loose and just be a total bastard.
I'm just excited to be able to play again.
We should probably end it pretty soon. We've been going for an hour and 45 minutes, and I have to pee like a Russian racehorse. This is one of the longest podcasts I've ever done. Probably edited a little bit, but
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta watch your podcast more.
yeah. I think the longest we've ever
good
gone before is like about an hour and a half. So,
Cool. All right.
I think so.
well, thank you guys
been a good one.
for coming over and talking.
Thank you for having us.
Hopefully next time I will have stolen some mic stands.
Yeah.
Borrowed.
Stolen.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm never giving them back if I get them.
Taken.
Even if they're just from Andrew personally. They're his. Never giving them back.
Trade them.
Oh yeah, the mic stands for the keyboard. He'll be like, here, you can borrow these for your next podcast. I'm like, cool. You'll never see them again. I'll take them from him and turn around and say, don't bother sending out an Amber Alert. You're not getting them back. But anyways, thanks guys. It's been a really fun time.
That was a good one.
And
That's fun.
I'll let you guys know when it gets uploaded.
All right.
All right. This has been White Noise signing off.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me do my...
Ow. Oh. That hurt.